Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I think this is around about the first video for this year. It's been going quite crazy at work, so this is gonna just be another quick update video on what I've been doing with the refinery layout. I've made some progress, not as much as I would have liked to. This should have been a 1-year project, and it's now quite a lot of time after that. But I'm going to quickly show you what I've been up to and what I'm planning to do, hopefully in the next couple of months or so, and I'll keep you updated going forward. Let me show you. Alright, just to give you a quick view on how far I've progressed so far. Yeah, I've made quite a bit of work on this layout. So the last time with the last video that I showed you, I was still trying to figure out how the pipes and everything should go, and well, I figured out a way to do it. Now, just to give you an impression or an idea of what it's supposed to look like. Now this I get it over here. This is what it's, according to the building plans, what this layout should actually look like. So it's made for quite a bit of a flat surface, and everything is like in line here. But with the build that I went for is I've got everything at an angle. So I had to cut quite a bit of the pipes and invent my own way of getting everything closer together and make it work. The idea was to make it like sort of sense, you know, like fuel going from the refinery to the washer to the storage tank, over the rails over here, then to the other storage tanks, and that almost drove me crazy. So what I did is I just thought, okay, you know what, stuff it, I'm just gonna go and just build pipes everywhere. And I have to say it's coming quite along quite nice. This gravel work is taking quite a bit of time, because I have to do it in sections, so I don't get too much of the wet water on this superwood itself, because I don't know how it's going to react if I get it too wet. It might just start flaking. And so far I've built the little, I think this is a pump house or something here at the back. This one sitting over here. I got my tanker here just to make sure that the tracks are quite clear and everything. I've got my valves on each of the pipes over here, and on this side there's a valve going there. I even actually got some numbers. I hope it's gonna show there. Small little numbers that I've got on the tanks themselves to sort of give an indication of what number tanks they are drawing fuel or oil or whatever it is that they're going to store here. And it's just pieces of the logos that I cut off from the stickers that they sent. Not quite part of the tanks itself, but I think it adds a nice little effect to, you know what, yeah, to the tank itself. Makes it looks like that there is something going on here. I've still got to connect this tank. The most difficult part was over here with this part here, and now this is part of the North Island piping kit, and I bought it second-hand at a swap meet, but there was no plans for it, so I had a look on the internet. They just show you the kit itself without any plans, and I had to sort of figure out a way how I'm going to get these pipes to sort of make a logical way across the tracks. So what I did is I took some of the straight pipes and I just heated them quite quickly over the gas stove, and I bent them around one of the Vallejo paint bottles, and yeah, I have to say it's coming along quite nice. I think logically things would not work in real life as it is, but this is for fun all the way. I've got all these tanks also lined up. These I've still got a couple of stickers that I've got to set on most of the tanks, but due to the fact that I'm still using a lot of the glue to glue down most of this gravel over here, I don't want to put too much stickers and stuff around and get that wet and so on. This morning I've been graveling this area over here, so the idea is for during the day I'd like to connect pipes over here to going to this tank, maybe to the washer over here, and then to the actual refinery, and yeah, and then we'll get to this area. This is where I'm going to try and see if I can get the trucks to get loaded over on this side, the parking area for the trucks. There's also a little fuel depot or fuel pumps that comes along with this kit, so I'll maybe get the fuel pumps maybe on that side or over here, depending on where the trucks can make a nice turn if they were to actually come and refill. And yeah, the idea was with the previous video to build a prefab type of wall all along the tank section here. I did start doing that, but after I grooved about the third or fourth panel, and I took my X-Acto knife to make the grooves in it, and I'm trying to have a look where it is. Yep. So I made these little grooves into the PVC with the X-Acto knife, and I had three or four pieces of this type of sections that came out skew, and I thought, you know what, nope, my patience is not that good for it. I'm just gonna leave the wall for now. If I get another way, maybe a way to get this in a template of some sorts to be able to make it much easier to get the grooves into the plastic, I'll give it another go again. But for now, I'm just gonna I sort of just made the grass and the gravel fit in nicely together. Yeah, it came out quite nice. I still got to put in some static grass over here on the side of the track, so, and then do the rest of the ballasting all along the way here. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do in this empty space over here. I do have some flowers that my sister bought for me from Shein, and let me have a look. I'll see if I can find it quickly and show you guys how it looks like. So I had to go and have a quick look to find out where the flowers are. Now my sister got this because I think she's single-handedly keeping the whole Chinese economy going. She very on frequent times she actually buys stuff from Shein, and she got these already pre-made flower bushes from Shein, and it was like, if I have to convert this to dollar, I think like $1 each, because it's about 20 rand if I'm correct. But they were like very cheap on a sale, and it's all one color. I mean, there was other colors, but I told it to just get me one tray of these. I used to make these on my own. I still do, but I mean, these are quite actually nice. And I mean, for the price that she paid for it, it was cheap. She also got me a bunch of trees from Shein that I haven't opened yet. So these are also from Shein. The trees are quite green, I have to say. I'll maybe dull them a bit down. They're like artificial type of green, but these nice, like almost cherry blossom trees, or I don't know what they're called, and some autumn colored trees, which is quite nice. And these were also, this was a bit more expensive. I think this was around about 100 rand, which is, I think, close to $15 if I'm correct. I'm not sure. The conversion rates is usually a bit whacked out in South Africa. And she also got me a full pack of 3 armatures that still needs to get the foliage on it. And let me have a look if I can open this. No, I'm not going to. If you have to use one hand and your teeth at the same time, you can open them. So it's all these plastic armatures with trees, and they still need to get maybe the idea is actually why I got these is to use them with the next layout. Yeah, I'm already talking about a next layout and I'm not even finished with this one, but these are quite nice trees, so I've got a lot of bottles of foliage that I can use on these, but this was also nice and cheap on a sale. So yeah, I mean, you can make this stuff for you and you can just buy it from Shein. I mean, easy. So what I still need to do is the idea is to fill up this area with gravel still, and let me just get this stuff out of the way quickly. Right, so the idea is to get this area done up to the parking area, and then yeah, where all the bottles and stuff are standing now, this is also got to fill in. I'm thinking about, I've got 2 fire trucks that I bought, which is quite nice fire trucks, and I'm thinking about maybe building a sort of a building or something here that's gonna serve as a fire station for the refinery, just to get those little fire engines in there. They are quite beautiful, so I would love to have them, and then maybe put some more buildings in here, do a garden of some sorts. But for now, it's gonna be graveling up this area to here, where I think the parking loading area is gonna be here, and then doing all of the pipes here. I still have a huge amount of stuff still left. So the idea is to get all of that worked into the layout in some way or another. And I have to say that Fowler's gave quite a lot of stuff. I mean, as it is built now with all the pipes and stuff still laying around there, that's all per plan. So the extra stuff in the box is just extra stuff. And yeah, I think I'm gonna like to figure out a way to get everything in here. But yeah, and what I still want to do is I want to make like a gas burn-off tower, but a working one somewhere around here. I'll try and build it as far away from anything that's flammable. The idea is to get it to make it like an actual burn-off tower, and I'll figure something out there still. I'm playing around with stuff in the garage at the moment, see if I can get that going, and yeah. Oh yeah, and I had almost a big bit of a mess. So according to the plan, they've got this pipe running across the 2 tanks over here, and so I assembled it, and I've got the flanges on the pipes over here that I've made another color just to give it, you know, so that everything's not just silver all the time. So I built these, I painted these flanges yellow color, but it's an oil paint that I used, so it takes quite a bit of time. It's one of these little Mola enamel paints, or actually enamel paints, not your normal acrylic paint. And I was way too hasty trying to glue this down, so in the end, after gluing it down, I sort of stained the whole area below here with yellow paint, because this thing had some difficulty standing up, getting glued down like that. The enamel paint didn't quite work with my glue that I used, and I stained a whole big yellow stain right below this area. Alright, I went ahead and I took the pipe off again. I had to respray with white. I tried to clean off all the yellow again first, and that made it even worse. And I had to respray all of the tops of the tanks, but I think it came out quite nice. There's no more stains whatsoever. After that, I waited a couple of days for this pipe that has to go over here, so that it actually dried out quite nicely, and then I glued it down. So now there's no more stains, and it's okay. I learned my lesson this time around, not to, with the enamel paint, wait rather a couple of days. Don't be too hasty trying to assemble the stuff too quickly. And yeah, so there we are for so far. I've still got so the flowers and stuff I'm looking to put maybe over here, maybe some junk or garbage there. I've got a rail stop that's got to go in here, that still needs to be painted. I had to go and search for all of my boxes and stuff of train stuff to find out where I put my rail stops, and then I'll need to put in some more electricity over here, just some wires that's got to go down through the board to feed the tracks over here. And yeah, that's about it. And on the back side I've still got to do gravel on that side over the back over there, around the refinery there. I'm not thinking of putting any pipes at the back there. Maybe I'll see how many I've got left over after I've done this area over here. But I want this area to look as busy as possible with pipes and tanks and stuff like that. And yeah, there we go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It would be super awesome if you can just give me a like on the video. It helps a lot pushing the video up in YouTube. Yeah, well, it takes quite a bit of time to make these videos, because you have to build a lot of stuff before you can actually make a video. So that's why I usually just make a game video, or where I play a game or something like that, just to keep the channel going. But this is actually my passion. Not the gaming is just to keep the channel going, and this is my passion. I love doing this. I don't always get enough time to do it, but yeah, I'm actually quite excited to see this. It's now coming together, so you know, it's getting to the point where I now can say, I've got something going here. But yeah, it was super awesome, guys. Just drop me a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next update video again. Cheers.